They have a lot of fresh faces around the quarterbacks, around the offensive line at wide receiver that they've got to identify. Florida.
First team defense trying to get off the field on a 3rd and 5. Johnson surveys the field, finds his top option, 3 touchdowns in that final game against Ole Miss.
Look at Max Johnson's poise. Works through his progressions in June that will add to the mix come August.
Johnson set to throw on 1st and 10, gets rid of it. Wide open, Boutte there again. Breaks a tackle, makes another man miss. Kayshon Boutte dances into the end zone to open the scoring here in Baton Rouge.
Well, I'll tell you, Jay, we talked about how electrifying he is in space. Now watch Max Johnson right here climb the pocket. Really good with his eyes and his feet. Keeps his eyes downfield, finds Boutte. Now this is, you hear this.
Play action right back to Boutte. That's now 3
later. Max Johnson and the rest of these Tiger quarterbacks are going to have to find somebody outside of number 1 to throw the ball to.
Great pocket from the first team offensive line.
Trust and can get in sync with. And that, you know, we've had 14 practices. The spring game's the 15th one. I think LSU still has some identifying to do in that regard. For 5 straight weeks. You just can't live and be successful doing that on defense.
In the red zone for the first time today, Johnson tucks and runs himself.
Team. So chemistry, bringing back some of that magic and familiarity through scheme, I think was really important to Ed Orgeron.
Johnson in trouble, wants his defense to try and get off the field here without giving up any points. First team offense against first team defense. First big test on 4th down, and the defense wins it.
Like I said with the wide receivers, that really needs to upgrade its production.
Johnson throwing on 1st down, incomplete.
They had just nothing but glowing remarks about the young freshman and his ability to adapt quickly to major college football.
Johnson converts the 3rd and 3.
Jay, I mean, I think that's the thing as a freshman, you get in that environment, what do? And you can tell by their body language, you can tell by their performance. This guy just kind of has it. Has a small one right now for Jake Peets that will continue to grow and enhance over the next coming months leading into the fall.
On 3rd and 16, Johnson off his back foot lets it fly out of bounds.
They just see things from a different perspective, and especially when you have guys coming from the high school ranks, and we're seeing so much of that now. These great athletes are all playing quarterback. And if I was high school, and listen, you want to take some of those shots. You know, you probably have some vanilla defensive looks, being that it's a spring game. Now he's under duress, and you're going to protect him in a spring.
And it brings a fresh perspective, and it gave him a lot of good ideas, and it helped employee morale, so now everybody understood each other's jobs. So I thought that was...
We don't have Larisha right now. We'll try and get her back in. 3rd and 18 for Johnson.
That familiarity. Dave Aranda, very successful here as a defensive coordinator prior to becoming the head coach. Players like it when the head coach is intimately involved in the coaching of a
Clark. And when I talked to Damone Clark, he said, man, Coach Jones has really been helping me to be great. When I first met him, I told him that I want to be great. And ever since then, he's been pushing me to take that next step. And he says that Damone sees the improvement.
In his face, Max Johnson steps up and heaves one to the end zone for a touchdown. Take another look at this.
Yeah, and he finds Kirkland there, number 13, just over the situation in the world that we're living in right now. Because I think the transfer portal is a quarterback portal. It's really, I mean, you're not seeing a ton of players moving into the transfer portal that are being picked up everywhere else.
The NFL won a Super Bowl with Tampa Bay. Quarterback keeper. This is just unfair. You can't hit the guy.
Last.
And 172 pounds. He's yet to hit a college weight room, whereas Finley's 242, Johnson's 220, Brennan's 210.
Real nice drive here from Max Johnson.
Lets another one fly. Also caught. Plenty of time again for Johnson, and he's right on the money on this drive. 3 straight completions, 2 of them to Jontre Kirkland, and that one for a touchdown.
It's really smooth and in rhythm. Look at Max just dropped this one right there. And again, does he have to make an adjustment? Nope.
He'll probably be the #1 corner on a lot of NFL teams' draft boards a year from now.
Well, there's no question about it, and and it's all up to him.